Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'll be taking you through my top 5 Microsoft Flight Simulator airport sceneries. We'll be going through them in order, starting with 5 and working our way to 1. I'll be giving you an insight into why they are my favourites. This is just my opinion and not based on anything else, apart from the fact that I enjoy flying to them, and I think they're really nicely done. So, that said, please sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video. Starting off with the number 5 spot, we have the fantastic Innie-built John F. Kennedy International Airport. You can purchase this on the Microsoft Flight Simulator home store page or the Innie-built store. They often have great deals for this. The reason I would put it at number 5 is it is a bit heavy on frames, and that does ruin some flights sometimes, especially if you're doing long hauls. But I'm going to take you through the scenery and show you why I think it's number 5. Starting off with the night lighting, we have a fantastic rendition of all the taxiways, the interior and the exterior lighting as well. The car parks are all lit, every stand is lit correctly, and all the taxiways have the correct markings on them. It does reduce my performance slightly when flying at night, however, there is a large amount of detail in this scenery. As you can see by all the lighting, this does have a little bit of an effect on your system, and if you do have a lower spec PC, it may impact performance. However, it does look fantastic. It also comes with an animated air train. Now, I have actually been to John F. Kennedy in real life and used this air train. It goes to all the terminals and then takes you to the main train station in Jamaica or a hotel bit. This is all modelled correctly, and of course, Innie-built have animated it so the trains do come round regularly, as you can see, into the correct station and then back out again on the loop journey it does. The exterior modelling of the buildings and the texturing of the taxiways is excellent as well. In the cargo area, there is large amounts of detail, and you can clearly see that Innie-builds haven't just modelled around the terminal bit, they've modelled the whole airport as accurately as possible. Over on the passenger side, it looks just as good as the side we just started at. The texturing quality is amazing, and the modelling as well, it is a true representation of JFK. It does not break immersion, and you do feel like you're actually at the airport. As we follow this taxiway here and make our way towards the famous control tower here, you can see the level of detail that Innie-builds have put into this airport. As you can see, the air bridges do connect to the aircraft and are animated. You could use these with GSX and the passengers would walk down the air bridge into the aircraft. So, Innie-builds KJFK was my number 5. Let's move on to my number 4 spot. At my number 4 spot is Aviation-SIM Belfast. This is available on all major platforms to purchase, like I mentioned in the last one, but this scenery is exceptional. They have modelled every little detail of Belfast, and it does truly feel like you are there. From amazing interior modelling, exterior modelling, brilliant textures, and all round a great product. Let's look at why this is my number 4. The exterior modelling is absolutely fantastic. It also comes with animated people going about their days to give it that extra realism. It is truly remarkable the amount of detail they have put into this scenery. From pubs, shops, and a complete airside terminal to the apron, everything is modelled and looks as realistic as possible. The night lighting is excellent as well. As you can see, all areas of the airport have been brushed up on with lighting, textures and modelling. The night lighting does make it look real. All the taxiways are lit and the runway has the correct markings on. In the terminal as well, the lighting changes at night and it gives you a really nice view onto the apron. So, Belfast is number 4 for me. It's a brilliant scenery, absolutely stunning visuals, and the performance is really nice. The only thing that puts it at number 4 for me is the location. Belfast isn't an airport I use a lot and does hinder it somewhat. as I don't get to enjoy it as much. However, if you do enjoy flying Ryanair, Jet2 or EasyJet Ops, Belfast is a brilliant airport for you to add to your collection. Let's move swiftly on to our number 3 spot. At number 3, we have WF-SIM Shanghai Pudong. You can purchase this on all major platforms as well. It's an absolutely stunning representation of Shanghai. The entire airport is modelled from the cargo to the passenger side with interior modelling and expertly handcrafted models all throughout the airport. All jetways are animated and have a GSX profile to make passengers walk down. The whole airport has a GSX profile as well that you can download on the flightsim.to website. I think it's also included with the base package if you purchase it as well. It also has a modelled interior. It's not as detailed as some of the other airports, however, it does look nice from the outside. And I do prefer this style of interior as it is really good on performance. If this was a different scenery with more interior design, it would be heavy on frames. However, this airport is brilliant on frames. It also has a modelled landside, including the airport hotel, the ramp roads, and all roads leading to the airport. The ortho is also done as well. In China, the ortho for Microsoft Flight Simulator is a bit sketchy, but the author has added the extra nice bits of ortho around the airport to give it that extra bit of realism. Now for the night lighting, and it is fantastic. It does not impact performance and it looks really nice. All the taxiways, runways, and ramp areas have a nice lighting to them. And it does have a realistic hue as well. I find that some sceneries the light's too intense, but on this airport it's really nice. Like I said, it does not impact performance whatsoever, and it does look really, really nice. So, Shanghai Pudong gets my number 3 spot. It is an absolutely stunning scenery. They are quite pricey, the WF Sim ones. This was about £22. However, I do believe all their sceneries are worth the money. They do take really good pride in making their products as good as possible. With all that said, let's move on to our number 2 spot. And in the number 2 spot is Fly Tampa's rendition of Athens. This is an absolutely stunning scenery with brilliantly textured tiles, beautiful models, and the whole airport is handcrafted together to make this brilliant scenery. Fly Tampa have not disappointed with this one. It's one of my favourite sceneries, and I do believe this is worthy of number 2. As you can see, the terminal area is modelled really nicely. It has a lot of ground clutter, the taxiways are crisp, and all the air bridges do work and attach to the aircraft correctly. They also do have a GSX profile so the passengers will walk down. As you can see, it's absolutely stunning. There is also a brilliantly modelled interior in some parts of the airport as well. The scenery has a couple of spots where there is a modelled interior. This does help with performance, but the performance of the scenery is brilliant. It's one of the best performing sceneries I have for my sim, especially for the size of the airport as well. The night lighting does not disappoint either. It's absolutely brilliant. Every part of this airport has been designed to make it as realistic as possible, and the lighting helps with that as well. As you can see, in areas where it is supposed to be a little bit lit, it is. It's not too overbearing, and the performance is brilliant as well. Along the taxiways and the aprons, all the lighting and markings are correct, making the experience as realistic as possible. So there's my number 2 spot, and it goes to the Fly Tampa Athens scenery. It's absolutely stunning. It's one of my favourite sceneries in the sim. It is available on all platforms, including the Orbex store. It's brilliant scenery, and I would recommend it to anyone who doesn't have it, especially if you do fly a lot in Europe. With that scenery over and done with, it's now time for our number 1 spot. And my number 1 spot goes to 29 Palms, Santorini. What a brilliant rendition of the island as well. It comes with the airport and a complete remap of the island of Thera, which is Santorini. The texture quality and modelling is absolutely superb, and this is my undeniable favourite scenery in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The terminal has been modelled and is accurate to the 2024 layout of Santorini Airport. The interior is modelled as well. It does have some really nice features and it's not too performance heavy. The interior is basic, however, gives life to the airport and makes it look like a lived in, real, working airport. Like I said, the performance is not too heavy on this scenery, and every little detail does add up to the final product, making it look so stunning. It's not just about the airport though. With this scenery, you get a completely remapped and remodeled island of Thera, Santorini. It's absolutely stunning with hand-placed buildings and hotels and some brand new ortho to give it that authentic look and make it look like you are actually landing on the island of Santorini. The night lighting is really nice. The airport has a nice look to it and does look like a realistic lighting. The author has also made the island lighting really nice. A lot of the buildings have custom lights to make them look as real as possible, and the island looks lived in. When landing into Santorini, you have to take in the tricky approach as well. It is an interesting approach coming in, and it does add to the whole experience. The island is only small, but what 29 Palms have done to make it look as real as possible makes the island so lived in. It's one of my favourite sceneries and I would highly recommend it, and that's why I give it my #1 spot and rate it so highly. So, ladies and gents, that is my top 5 best sceneries I own for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I hope you enjoyed today's video. A couple of sceneries that are also my favourite that I missed, but just missed out on the top 5 are not Ini Build, sorry, Orbit, Tivat, Ini Build, Heathrow, the new San Francisco scenery. I forgot who that is by, and there are a lot more, but those are just my favourite. The top 5 is hard because it's the sceneries that I enjoy the most, and those are the ones that I really highly rate. If you've got any sceneries that you think should be in my top 5 or you have in your top 5, I'd like to see them in the comments below. I hope you've all enjoyed today's video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video.